Hi guys, and let's check out what's in my hospital bag. It's my second pregnancy and I'm having another C-section yet again. First time around, I didn't pack this bag, so I have learned my lesson, and this time I'm all packed and good to go. I'm having a C-section tomorrow, so let's check together whether I have all the items on this list. First of all, I strongly advise create a list of things you need in your hospital bag. It will help you so much. You can go and tick through it. Plus, if something happens like it did to me and my hospital bag the first time around wasn't packed, if you have this list ready and inside of this bag, your partner, your parent, anyone can actually go through it, pack it for you and bring it to the hospital. I struggled with it first time around because I wasn't packed at all, and my husband kept on putting different stuff and bringing it to the hospital, and I had to send him back, and it was a complete nightmare. Avoid my mistakes. Make this list, put it inside of your bag, and you will be already a few steps ahead. Okay, let's go. So I went for a simple carry-on luggage because it's just much easier. You don't need to buy a big fancy bag, maternity bag or whatever. This one, you wheel it. Your husband is already going to carry the baby probably in the car seat, and then he also has to carry your bags because you just gave birth. You're not allowed to carry anything heavy, well, heavier than the baby. But can you imagine? He has to carry the baby and then also carry another suitcase. So this one is just easy because you can roll it. Okay, so let's look inside. Oh my God, I cannot believe tomorrow, guys. I'm having a C-section tomorrow, and it's just, I can't. I still cannot even, yeah. Okay. First of all, I would strongly advise to go for packing cubes. They make life incredibly easy. You can compartmentalize everything you need in the bag. Plus, if you remember the colors of the cubes, if you have different colors, it's easier to tell your partner, can you get me that cube? Can you get me something from that color of the cube? Because again, you don't want to stand up extra time from the bed and all that. So nevertheless, I have several cubes in this bag, and this one is mine. So let's check. Okay, so also, don't forget to create the list for the baby, for yourself, and for your partner. Because if you're having a C-section, your husband or partner will be also spending a lot of time with you in the hospital, and they will definitely need their own box. Just make some provisions for that. Okay, so we're giving birth in a private hospital at Linda Wing, to be exact, where Kate Middleton had all the kids. So it's considered to be a royal hospital. Super exciting. I also will be doing a room tour and what it's like to give birth in a private hospital in UK. If you would like to see that, please guys, like and subscribe to see that in the future. Okay. So Linda Wing has provided us with a list of things that we should bring to the hospital, which I will pop on here now. Because it's my second time giving birth there already, I kind of knew what you really need. So personally for me, let's start from pajamas, of course. I have a few pairs of nice black stretchy pajamas. I know that they're incredibly comfortable, button up on the top, so it's much easier to breastfeed the baby because I will be mostly lying down. If you're in a warmer country, I would suggest to buy a night shirt, like a very long night shirt, almost a dress, so you can button it down to breastfeed the baby easier, and the doctors have much easier access to your epidural and all that, because you're gonna have some tubes coming up the spine. Plus, every time you go to the bathroom, it's such an incredible pain to take down to the trousers. Don't worry, it's not gonna, I know it sounds very scary, but honestly, it's not that bad, trust me. It's just for the convenience. I definitely would suggest to have a dress rather than the trousers. I'm having the trousers because I just couldn't be bothered to buy a dress, and it's winter, cold, so I wanted to make sure that I'm a bit extra warmer. Plus I know what to expect, so I'm kind of okay having trousers. So I have several pajama trousers over here. As you can see, I went for lighter materials so they don't take that much space in the bag, as well as these ones are incredibly stretchy. I'm kind of excited to wear these ones because I bought this one specifically. This one's already had. As I mentioned, you're gonna get cold, especially your feet. Don't forget your socks. I would suggest several pairs. I think I have two. I actually have one. Maybe I should add another one. When you're going to have a C-section, you're still going to experience bleeding for several weeks. For me, last time it wasn't as heavy, but nevertheless, you're still not going to use underwear. Instead, you will be using disposable underwear, so it's almost like you're in a diaper, same as your child. And I just bought Frida underwear. I haven't used them before, but I remember the hospital underwear wasn't that bad. It's just I want to take also pictures because I'm going to be doing postpartum journey, and I know I will feel a bit more comfortable in underwear that covers my tummy more. The hospital ones were more see-through and you can see the pad, so aesthetically it didn't look as nice. Maybe it's going a bit too far, I don't know, but personally for me, I'm doing everything to make sure I feel comfortable. Of course, some breastfeeding bras for the comfort. I would go for easy, stretchy. At the beginning, you're gonna have only colostrum, so your breasts are not gonna be as engorged at the start. But around day 3 or 4, I believe that's when the milk comes, and then when your breasts are actually gonna really expand and hurt. Just be ready for that and have incredibly nice and comfortable, larger underwear to accommodate for that. A sleeping mask. It might not be a necessity, but I definitely missed it last time, because when you're in a hospital room, there's so much lights, you have some machines blinking, and it really interferes with my sleep. I prefer to have blackout room, so I actually brought a sleeping mask for myself. I actually packed extra one for my husband because I know he suffered from the same thing. Over here, I just wanted to make sure I'm gonna get as much sleep as possible, and I know this will help me a lot. So, sleep masks, definitely consider taking those with you as well. I have so much stuff actually not really organized. I need to get a bit better at this. Oh, this is disposable pads. As I said before, milk does come in later on. For me, it came on the end of day 2, beginning of a day 3, so I began leaking, and the pads would have helped me a lot. I prefer disposable pads. I know it might not be as eco-friendly. I tried the one that you can reuse, but unfortunately for me, it was so much easier, especially in the hospital, to have the pads that you just can dispose of and take the next one, rather than storing it somewhere and then remember wash it when you come back home. So yes, disposable breast pads were the best choice for me, and thus I have few of these. Of course, I have few hair bands, and I actually stuck them around the bag everywhere, but hair bands are essential. Okay, going along with the breastfeeding, I also have a nipple cream. Again, your breast's going to be engorged, and it's going to be painful at the beginning having a baby consuming milk from your breasts. I kind of prepared nipple balm, and one of the this thing was the best in my first pregnancy. The compressor. Oh my god, this one a lifesaver the first time around. These are amazing. It's basically like a mask for your nipples. Because they're quite pricey, I actually cut them before using them so I can reuse the other half later on. And they really cool down the sensation. It just gives you that relief, and I took it in case because, come on, it just doesn't take any space, but will help me a lot if I need it. Vitamins, don't forget to take those with you. Personally, I'm still waiting for my postpartum vitamins, so I put in my prenatal ones. I don't think it's healthy to all of a sudden, you've been drinking vitamins your entire pregnancy, probably, and then all of a sudden you stop it. I don't think it can be healthy for your body. So because I haven't received the next step of the vitamins, I'm just gonna drink my usual 3rd trimester ones, plus other magnesium, all that stuff, and just staying on top of my other medication. So yeah, so just have the little box and the vitamins. And this. This has been a lifesaver during this pregnancy. When you're pregnant, your bowel movements can slow down because everything is suppressed in your body, plus hormones and all that. So my private obstetrician has recommended me to drink every day this sachets. And when you're going to have a C-section, you have to stay on a diet and wait until your first bowel movements. I have to say it was very unpleasant experience the first time around. I'm sorry if it's TMI, but it's true. So this time I'm extra prepared. And I'm absolutely taking a packet of prunes with me. I don't have it here. My husband is going to buy them for me and then I'll put it in the afternoon. But yes, don't forget the prunes. And if you want to go extra mile, I would strongly advise to use this. And in general, during the pregnancy, this one's really helpful. If you're having a C-section, you're going to stay in a hospital for several nights and you should be ready for that. First and foremost, I got some disposable toothbrushes and I have toothpaste. You need to brush your teeth. I just couldn't be bothered to pack the proper toothbrush. I'm just going to dispose it in a hospital. Then wipes. So these ones are doubling as taking makeup off, and the wipes, please have them handy. First of all, again, the first day you're not going to be standing up much. You have to stand up by the end of the day, at least that's what they told me last time, but you won't be mobile at all. You still will be recovering from the massive abdominal surgery. And personally, I wanted to have a makeup when I gave birth the first time around, and I'm doing a bit more makeup this time because you're taking pictures and you want to feel nice. So I'm having the wipes to wipe off my makeup at the end of the day. Plus you can use them to refresh yourself. Again, you're not going to have a shower for the first 2 days, I want to say, unless you're feeling really well. So wipes do help a lot. Don't forget a dry shampoo. Again, I couldn't be bothered to buy a small, nice aesthetic shampoo. I have this one at home. I love it. I use it and I have space in my bag. So I'm just bringing a nice big bottle of dry shampoo that I know works. Again, you're gonna feel like you want to refresh yourself while you're in a hospital. This helps a lot. This is my makeup bag that I'm taking with me. Contact lenses. I'm actually quite blind, so I have packed some contact lenses and I need to put my glasses in as well with some basic makeup, again, in case if I want to touch up. Honestly, I don't think I will, but I just want to have the option. Extra hair bands, of course. Deodorant. Yes, you need to refresh yourself. Don't forget the deodorant, please. Lipsticks. Your lips go dry incredibly quick. So definitely have several lipsticks available because again, you put one and then you cannot find it, then at least you have the spare one and so on. So yes, lipsticks are key. Don't forget to make sure that you have everything to take care of your face wash, night creams, day creams, and so on. You still want to feel yourself and refreshed. It will help you mentally to actually take care of yourself. It doesn't have to be samples. You still can bring your own main creams. This was just my solution to make sure I don't bring too much things, because you can see I already brought like a massive dry shampoo. I didn't want to bring a lot of other bottles. That's it for the makeup bag. Hairbrush, of course, a necessity. So we're done with this bag. I'm actually happy with everything that it's in here. As I said, my husband will also bring prunes, and we are done in this section. Okay. Woo. This is from my toddler. Pepper Pig stickers. Going home outfit. Go for very stretchy, comfortable clothes because you're going to be swelled up after the surgery. Personally, when I had the baby, my tummy has begun already shrinking. I was so swelled up. When I came back home and stood on the scale, I was exact the same weight as before giving birth. Believe it or not, that's how swelled up I was. It's literally water retention after the C-section. Therefore, make sure you have incredibly stretchy clothes and you're wearing the shoes that will fit your swelled up feet. That's why I'm going for a comfortable sneaker that in case if it doesn't fit me, I'm just gonna flip the back of it to fit my foot inside. So when you're choosing your shoes to go to the hospital, make sure they're gonna fit you after your surgery. It's a massive tip. Last time I actually struggled with that one. I was very uncomfortable and I walked awkward, but just don't make my mistakes. Ensure when you're going to the hospital, you have the right shoes on. This little guy, this is a sound machine, not a necessity in my opinion, but it has a night light in it and has white noise for the baby and for us parents. It's my second pregnancy, therefore we actually got used to sleeping with the sound machine, my husband and I, so it's convenient to have one just in case. And on top of that, maybe for the baby, I don't know, just decided to take it in case, to be fair. I don't really have a really big reason why. But for some parents, it might be a big thing. I heard that it can help a child to fall asleep because usually when they're in the womb, they have this white noises, and the white noise machine can help the transition easier after birth. Again, we'll try and see, and yeah, we definitely used it a lot when the baby came back home for at least half a year. So, whew. Anybody else has like hurting joints at this stage? Please let me know. I'm definitely struggling with my flexibility and so much joint pain. Yeah, this is the most ginormous thing ever, but this actually is a robe. Yeah, I know it's not smart of me to actually think it takes most of my suitcase space, but this is an incredibly comfy, nice robe. It's very cold in a hospital as far as I remember. It's my second time having a baby in winter again. Both of my babies are January. So last time my husband also brought this and it helped me a lot because after on your last day, the doctor suggested to start walking around the corridors. I needed a bowel movement, guys. So we put on a robe and went for a walk. Actually, we made really good friends of ours on that walk who also were doing the same thing. And I remember my friend was like, oh my God, I didn't take a robe. I feel so upset and uncomfortable just walking around in my pajamas, and it really stuck in my head. So this time I'm bringing my comfortable robe. My battery died, so I had to redo this portion. Okay, and of course, you need to wear something. So I'm bringing this disposable flip-flops. I just feel it's more convenient to have some slippers that you wear in a hospital. Again, it's a hospital, guys, and then you just dispose them. So I'm bringing disposable slippers for the convenience. One of the biggest things is this. To be fair, my husband is in charge of chargers and this is a remote charger. I highly suggest to buy one because first of all, you're going to use it after your pregnancy, and when you're on your bed and you're restricted of movements, it's incredibly convenient to have a remote charger. Those sockets are always in an awkward position, and this would have helped me so much the first time around. Thus, I bought myself a remote charger. I'm already using it. I tested it. It works just fine. And I'm very happy to bring it along with me tomorrow. The exciting part, the baby box. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, we're having a girl, of course, that's why everything is pink. When you're gonna have a C-section, the only thing they ask you to bring into theater is a baby hat. And yesterday when we saw a midwife, she says to make sure that we have hat on top of the suitcase so it's very easy to grab rather than going through the suitcase trying to find it, and then it just becomes a mess. So have it handy, a baby hat. And our hospital actually gave us a list of items that we need to bring with us. That's why I'm not bringing any diapers because they had plenty last time there, as well as like cotton pads and all that. Our hospital does have all those basic items for the baby. The only thing you really need to bring is, well, bodies, the clothes. We're bringing them in different sizes because last time my first daughter was very small. She drowned in her clothes. So this time around we have several options in terms of the sizes. Plus you're spending 3 nights in the hospital after C-section. You have to change the baby, baby pukes, spits, and so on. So extra clothes never hurts. That's extra bodies. And of course, like a proper clothes that goes over the bodies. And oh my God, this thing is the best. Why? Last time it helped us a lot, and we always used this ones in particular in the nighttime. This is magnetic ones. So convenient when you need to change the baby in the night. You don't need to deal with the zippers or clippers or anything like that. It just fastens on its own. Highly recommend you to purchase these, at least a few, for the night. We have a few extra hats, mittens, Also a nappy cream. I know they're gonna have a nappy cream in a hospital, but I prefer this brand, thus I'm bringing it along with me. Lots and lots of muslins. You need to swaddle your baby. You're gonna use it when you're breastfeeding a baby, to clean up, anything like that. So lots of muslins definitely gonna come in handy. On top of that, what I forgot is a blanket, because when a baby is born, they always advise to do a lot of skin to skin, and to cover yourself, it's nicer to have, like, you can use the muslins, but it's winter, so I prefer a blanket. And that's what I actually need to pack. And then an alternative swaddle looks like this. Basically, instead of putting the hands down of the baby and swaddling it, this one allows the baby to have the hands up for the convenience. Some babies like it, some don't. My daughter actually slept worse when we had this in the hospital, but after 1 month she preferred this ones to the classic swaddling. And our friends, the ones that I mentioned we met at the hospital, their baby loved having this kind of a hands up swaddle instead of a traditional one. I just want to have options. Again, I already had this one, so why not bring it again? Going home outfit, it's winter. I also have an overalls that go over the main clothes because it's cold here. It's just washing at the moment, and I will just insert a picture here or here so you can see. And other things that are not in this bag, but we're bringing along with us. It's unusual. So we're bringing 2 cooler boxes with us. One for collection of stem cells. My husband and I, we opted for this the first time around with our first baby, and this time again. The second cooler box is for my placenta. I want to encapsulate my placenta once again. If you want to know more about it, please watch my postpartum journey, where I'm going to share all about it and more, how I'm going to transform from having this bum and how it's going to decrease with time. So if you want to see that, guys, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Good luck.